Okay, let's just get right into it. If you've been running any ads on Meta lately, you've probably felt it. That that feeling of chaos, right? A little bit of frustration, maybe even some panic as your results just go completely haywire. Well, what you're feeling is real. And today, we're going to unpack exactly what is happening and, more importantly, how to fix it.
Look, it is not just you. I'm hearing this from everyone. It feels like the old strategies, the tactics that we've all relied on, they've just, poof, stopped working. It's like the entire platform got flipped upside down overnight, because for a lot of us, it kind of did.
So let me ask you straight up, do your results just feel wacky, weird? Are you seeing campaigns that were absolutely crushing it last month suddenly just die for no apparent reason? Are your costs shooting through the roof while the quality of your leads just tanks? If you're not in your head right now, you're in exactly the right place. These are the exact symptoms we're seeing all over the place. Cost per click is sky high on some accounts and then rock bottom on others. You've got campaigns that look like genius for 3 days and then they just completely flatline. It's this total unpredictability that's causing so much pain, because the playbook we all learned has basically been tossed out the window. So what on earth is going on? Well, the reason for all this chaos actually has a name: Andromeda. And this isn't just some little tweak to the algorithm. Oh no. This is a fundamental, ground-up overhaul of how Meta's entire advertising system works. And understanding this is step one to getting back in control. So, what is Andromeda, really? It's Meta's brand new AI engine. They flipped the switch and unleashed it on everybody around July 2024, which, surprise, surprise, is right when things started to feel off. Its whole purpose is to be faster and smarter, to take the millions of ads on the platform and deliver the perfect one to the right person way more efficiently than before. But to do that, it had to completely change the rules of the game.
Okay, to really get this, you have to understand why Meta did this. Their biggest engineering headache was a thing called ad retrieval. Put simply, they had this massive, ever-growing library of ads, and their old system was just struggling to sort through them all to find the best fit for you when you're scrolling your feed. Andromeda was built specifically to solve that problem.
Now, this slide nails the strategic shift. In the old world, we used generic hooks, right? We'd call out these huge audiences because the algorithm needed our help. We were always chasing that one perfect ad. Now, it's a complete opposite. The new game is all about creative diversity. It's about feeding the machine as many different options as you can. But let's be super clear. Creative diversity does not mean changing the background color or tweaking one word in a headline. That's the old way. Andromeda wants truly different ads. We're talking different concepts, different angles, different pain points. It wants different formats: short videos, static images, carousels. The algorithm is so smart now, it wants ads that are unique from top to bottom, because it can find the perfect person for each one of those unique variations. Okay, so we know why everything's changed. Now let's get into the good stuff, the practical, step-by-step playbook for how you actually structure your campaigns to win in this new world. And you know what? It's simpler than you might think, but it definitely requires a totally new mindset. And here it is. This is the new structure. It's a radical consolidation, a huge simplification. Instead of juggling dozens of ad sets trying to test different interests, you put all your trust into one single broad ad set. The real work, the magic, happens in step 3. You feed that one ad set a massive volume, 10, 20, 50 plus, genuinely diverse ads. You're just giving the AI the fuel it needs to go find your customers for you. This right here, this is probably the single biggest shift you need to wrap your head around. The days of slicing and dicing audiences at the ad set level, they're over, done. Now, the ad is the targeting. The words you use, the image you show, the story you tell, the algorithm uses all of that to find your ideal customer inside that massive, broad audience. Your creative is now your number one targeting lever. So how do you manage all these new ads? You have to stop trickling them in a few times a week. That old method just constantly resets the algorithm's learning phase. Instead, you do what we call creative drops. Once, maybe twice a month, you upload a big batch of 10 to 50 new, diverse ads all at once, and then you let the algorithm do its work without messing with it.
But look, winning with this new playbook is about more than just your campaign setup. It really demands a bigger strategic shift in how you even think about marketing. You can't just run ads in a vacuum anymore. You have to build an entire trust ecosystem around them. Let's dig into what that actually looks like.
This quote, "This is everything. You got to burn this into your brain." Most people think the job of an ad is to make a sale. In 2025, that is completely wrong. The job of your ad is to get the right person's attention and start a conversation. It's the front door to your world, not the cash register. The sale happens way later, after you've actually built some trust. And here's the data that proves it. Just look at this. Before all this, the average time from someone becoming a lead to actually buying something was about 60 days. Now, in 2025, that has jumped to 90 days. That's a 50% increase. People need more time and more touch points to feel comfortable enough to buy. Trying to close them in a 90-second ad is just a losing battle.
So how do you nurture someone for 90 days? You build a trust funnel. It starts with value ads that earn the lead, not demand a sale. Then, step 2, you nurture them with organic content and simple retargeting just to stay on their radar. Step 3, after you've built that trust, you can create conversion events with some promotions. And then finally, step 4, you capture all the demand you've created with direct offers. It's a marathon, not a sprint. All right, we've covered the what and the why, but to really truly succeed with all this, there are some hard, uncomfortable truths we need to face. This is all about the mindset required to win, and honestly, it's often the biggest missing piece of the puzzle. I really want you to let this one sink in. So many people, they try a new batch of creatives, they flop, and they just stop. They think they failed. That is the wrong way to look at it. So what? It might take 10 new ads to find one winner. It might take 100. Nobody cares how many tries it took. They only see the result. The only answer when something isn't working is to keep going. You know, the perfect analogy for this is a baby learning to walk. They don't try for a week and then just give up. They are relentless. They practice standing. They practice falling. They practice taking one wobbly step. They train all the little parts all day, every single day, until they succeed. Every 30-year-old can walk. You need to bring that same until mindset to your advertising. And here's the second hard truth. This is the one nobody ever wants to hear. If your ads still aren't working after all this, it might not be the ads. It might be your offer. And listen, I'm not saying it's a bad product. I'm saying that in a super competitive market, just being okay isn't enough. Your audience will find and buy the better alternative. Your product has to be genuinely, obviously better than your competitors. Think about all the tasks you could be doing to improve your marketing. Make a list. I guarantee the ones you want to do the least, the really hard, uncomfortable, time-consuming ones, are at the top. You know why? Because those are the exact same things your competitors are avoiding too. The biggest advantages are always found in doing the difficult work that everyone else is too lazy or too scared to do. And this is the ultimate mindset shift. When you spend money on Meta, you are not buying results. You are buying a ticket to compete in the game. That's it. It just gives you the opportunity to put your offer in front of people. Whether you win or lose from there, that depends entirely on how well you play, how good your product is, how compelling your creative is, and how persistent you are. So it really all comes down to this one question. The new playbook is here. The strategy is clear, but winning isn't easy. It takes relentless effort. It takes uncomfortable honesty. It takes a willingness to do the hard things. So the real question isn't about your campaign setup. It's about you. Are you willing to walk through the fire to win?